I'm really excited about this video today. I'm going to share some VCLT from the vinyl community. The channel just passed 5,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And it's my birthday, so that's pretty cool.
Happy birthday, asshole. It's that time of year again.
I usually don't do things for my birthday. I definitely don't usually celebrate it, that's for sure. When I was a kid growing up, all my birthday parties would always get like snowed out because my birthday's in February, on February 12th. So depending on when you watch this, by the way, my birthday's on February 12th, and I'm trying to publish this on February 12th. There's a couple of things that I wanted to acknowledge here today, specifically the first one being that the channel just passed 5,000 subscribers. And I cannot thank you guys enough for subscribing and supporting and commenting on the channel and liking the videos. It has really been amazing to be able to combine the two things that I really, really love in my life, which is making videos and music. And I've always done music my whole life, and this is kind of like a really great creative outlet for me. It's kind of one of the only places where I get to actually control all the things that I do video wise. Every other place that I usually do stuff, I'm usually like a freelance worker or working for a corporation or whatever it is. But here I get to just be myself, and you guys have really responded to that by having over 5,000 people subscribe to the channel. So I really, really cannot thank you guys enough. I do not take that lightly, by the way. I have a responsibility to you. I feel like that because you spend the time watching these videos, that I need to spend the time making better videos for you and getting cooler content out there for you that isn't just, hey, look at my record in this collection, although I do that a lot. But I do plan on having a lot of those things in the future, so definitely stick around and keep watching the channel and keep watching other videos and things like that, and I will definitely keep making them for you. So I very much appreciate it. Tell your friends about it too. Hopefully I can get to another 5,000 subscribers in the next few years. The next thing that I wanted to really acknowledge here is the vinyl community, and specifically some folks here who sent me some free vinyl, which is absolutely amazing. And I don't even want to talk about the fact that they sent free vinyl, although that is absolutely amazing, and you know, that's what the channel is about here, and I love music, so that's a really cool thing. But it's amazing that I've developed some of the friendships that I have with some of these people, and even with some of these organizations or with some of these companies, as you're going to see here. It has really, really been a privilege, and it really got me out of a bad situation at the end of last year. I'll be completely honest with you, especially three of the people here that sent some stuff here that we're going to go over. They specifically have really supported me and this channel, and I just cannot thank them enough for it. And it really, from the bottom of my heart, really means so much. There were a lot of things that happened at the end of last year that got me really down and bummed out about this channel. And so it's hard doing this sometimes. I mean, as you've seen on YouTube, there's a bunch of people that are quitting YouTube after doing it for 10 years and having millions and millions of subscribers and things like that out there. Doing this kind of stuff is hard, especially making the productions and just thinking about good content. I mean, for me, the production side of it isn't the hard part. It's the thinking of cool content and trying to, you know, differentiate myself from what other people do on here and provide stuff for you guys. I really, that's the biggest thing. I want to share things with you, but I really want to, you know, help you in any way that I can. And these folks here who sent these pieces of vinyl to me have really, really helped me. I mean, they've actually reached out to me and become friends of mine outside of just making videos, and it's really been very cool because I'm not a really outward going person, and I don't really have a lot of friends currently like in my life at the moment. I mean, I'm a dad of 2 kids, so like I spend 98% of my time with my kids and stuff besides working and making videos and stuff like that. But as you're gonna see here with some of these folks, and we'll just get into it here so we don't, you know, waste any more time. But as you're going to see here with some of these folks, they really did not have to do what they did here. And the fact that they did really, really just means a lot to me. So I'm very excited to share this stuff with you guys. I have not seen any of these things, so this is just like me opening birthday presents for myself here, which is just absolutely amazing. All right, the first one here I'm very, very excited about. This comes from Bowie Aguilar 4792, who is a watcher of the channel and subscriber and a big fan of the channel. I talked about Bowie a lot in my Christmas video that I made at the end of last year, and he really is one of the people that has really kept this channel going for me. His comments and his inspiration is just amazing. And the fact that he watches every single video and comments on every single video makes me want to even make more videos for him. And it's just great. And I was really in the dumps last year. I'm really thinking about canceling the channel. And I kind of like talked to him about it a little bit, and he really made me feel great about it and kind of really kept it going. So, I mean, if it really wasn't for him, I don't know if I would still be here right now. So I'm very thankful for him, and I'm very thankful that he sent this. So this was part of his Christmas present that he sent at the end of last year, but the record didn't come out, I don't think, until January, I think was the case. So I think I know what this is, but actually I don't even remember because it's actually been so long. And now we're going to open it right now, and I'm very excited for that. Always got to use the Swiss Champ. Bam. When we open up the records here, I usually use this thing. I think it's an awl. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to use it to open packages, but I don't want to use the knife because the knife is very sharp and I don't want to use it to open up my thing. If I open packages wrong here on the channel, please do not kill me in the comments, or better yet, kill me in the comments and let me know how bad I open up packages on the channel here. Ooh, number 107 of 500 edition. Stay in Dub Scientist version, written by Johnny Ruiz by Secondhand Sound. Now, Johnny Ruiz is an artist that's coming out on Timian Records and on Penrose Records, and between Daptone and Timian, they've been releasing a lot of 45s and LPs of his, but this one I have not heard of at all. This is Parkside Records. I've not heard of this. More Reasons Than One, Johnny Ruiz and the Escapers. And I have another Johnny Ruiz and the Escapers 45 that just came out. So this is very, very exciting. Oh, and it's on beautiful red vinyl. Look at this. Nice. Very cool. I'm very thankful to have this. Very thankful that Bowie sent this along. Designed by Mark, mastering at JJ Golden. Right, so this is mastered at JJ Golden Mastering, who does all the mastering for the Daptone stuff as well. And we talked about his band, Johnny's Uncalled For, in a previous video as well. Thank you so much, Bowie, for sending this along, man. Again, I'm really so grateful to have you as a fan and really as a friend of this channel. And that's really what this video is about here. You know, I labeled the thumbnail on this video Gratitude because I really do have a lot of gratitude for all the people in this video, for everybody in the vinyl community, and for everyone that's ever watched any of these videos or taken 5 seconds to watch any of this stuff or comment or anything like that. It really, really means a lot to me, and I just cannot thank you guys enough. Again, thanks for this one, man. I'm very excited to listen to it. Very cool. The next one here is a twofer. This is from Chance, otherwise known as Concert Buddy, who has an amazing channel on YouTube here, as well as a podcast. And if you're part of the vinyl community, you probably have seen him on live streams and things like that. He is a very, very awesome guy. And I've seen him send vinyl community love out to like tons of people. I've seen like all kinds of people's videos with like, hey, I got this from Concert Buddy. So I think it's awesome that he just sends vinyl out to people. I think that's like the greatest way to share music and to share just, you know, support for people and all that stuff. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure it's helping him because we're making videos and, you know, talking about it, but I know for a fact that he's not doing it so that I talk about this or talk about his channel. Although you should definitely subscribe to his channel. You should definitely subscribe to all of these channels that are listed here for the people that do have channels here, but definitely subscribe to Concert Buddy. He is an awesome guy and an awesome channel. He's always talking about cool topics. We just had a recent podcast talking about getting into jazz stuff, which I blabbed way too much about, and I always blab way too much when I'm off the cuff on these things. But here we go. We are very excited to open these two. He sent one package and then, you know, he was like, oh, I didn't look at your Discogs and I didn't realize that you may have had one of these. So he sent another one too. So that's like so awesome, man. Like you definitely did not have to do that. I'm really, really excited because I have absolutely no idea what's in here. We're going to open this up. Birthday surprise for me today. Very, very cool. Opening this up again. And again, let me know in the comments below if you hate the way that I open records. Comment about it over and over again and make everyone comment more about it. I love these Acoustic Sounds boxes, by the way. Thank you so much for even sending that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, packed beautifully because Concert Buddy absolutely hates seam splits. I've seen him make so many videos about seam splits and problems with his vinyl coming in. I hope he got his Black Sabbath Master of Reality replaced from Vinyl Me Please. This is so cool, being able to have vinyl sent to you like this. And here we go. Ruben Wilson Love Bug for the first one. Okay, first off, there's a little note here. Oh, some stickers. See? Concert Buddy stickers. Amazing. Definitely go follow Concert Buddy. And mine is autographed. Let's see. Best wishes for great vinyl luck in 2024. Yes, sir, man. All right, dude, I love his little logo, man. It's an old school iPod. If you're not familiar, that was the old iPod click wheel. Thank you very much for those stickers. Yes, I do have Ruben Wilson Love Bug, but you know what? This just means that I'm going to pass this on to somebody else, which this is one of the sickest Blue Note records you can get. Ruben Wilson Love Bug, very awesome. Blue Note classic vinyl, all analog master from Kevin Gray. Very cool. We're going to give this along to somebody else since I have this one. But I'm very, very thankful that he sent this along. Very cool. The next one here. Ooh, I am not familiar with this. Nick Perry and the Underground Thieves. Terra Firma. Oh, this is the Terra Firma record that he was talking about in a previous video of his. Awesome. I am very excited for this. And this is already in quality sleeves. Ooh, look at this in an awesome green vinyl. Look at this. Very nice. This is Nick Perry and the Underground Thieves. The album is Terra Firma. And I heard him talk about this album. I'm pretty sure it's like rock, like psych stuff, things of that nature, which I'm very, very excited to listen to this. And a very cool gatefold record. Hey, look at that. In Pocono Mountain Lake House. Wow. And Sienna Sound at Royersford, Pennsylvania. That's very close to me. Recorded at Retro City Studios in Philadelphia. That's awesome. I had no idea. This is very cool, man. I'm very excited to check this out. And you know what I really appreciate? He left the shrink wrap on here, even though it's a gatefold record, because I'm pretty sure he has seen some of my previous episodes, or me maybe have talked about this in the past. I do like to keep shrink on, but nowadays I've actually been taking it off, especially for gatefold records like this. So we are going to take off the shrink on this one because I would like to see the full gatefold of this. And so also because there's no hype sticker. If there is a hype sticker, I usually keep the shrink off and then I cut it. But if there's no hype sticker, then I just get rid of the shrink altogether. So yeah, look at this. This is a beautiful album cover. And here is the full gatefold. Nice. Very cool. Awesome flying V guitar. This is definitely going to go right on my turntable right away. Thank you very much, Chance, for sending this along. I'm very excited to listen to this one. All right, and now we have another one here from Chance because he said that he felt bad that he sent the Ruben Wilson Love Bug and didn't look at my record collection, which, again, just unbelievable that somebody would even do that. I'm so grateful, man. There's so many nice people in the vinyl community. And it is great to get out there and talk with people and learn stuff from people and get new things. Like, I've never heard that Terra Firma record, and so I'm very excited to listen to that one. All right, let's see here. VCLT rule number 37. Check Discogs for no dupes. Hope this makes up for it. Not in your Discogs. Ooh, let's see what this is. I love that he wrote a little note on the thing. Oh, nice. Thank you, man. Oh, this is very cool. Art Pepper and the Meets the Rhythm section. I've literally been looking at this and like going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to get this. Man, that is sick. I mean, this is a great, look at this, from the Acoustic Sound series, Mono Edition. Let's break this out and take a look at it here. Very cool. Man, this is very exciting. Awesome. Brand new record. Art Pepper Meets the Rhythm section. Red Garland, Paul Chambers, Philly Joe Jones on drums, man. This is one of those records that I've not listened to a million times, like a lot of the Blue Note stuff that I already have. So a lot of these new Blue Note records that I'm getting, I've heard a lot of that stuff before, but something like this, I was very excited for this to come out. And these craft series are just fantastic. I've been thinking about getting a lot of these craft one steps that are out there. This is recorded by Roy Dunan and featuring an all-star quartet featuring Red Garland, Paul Chambers, and Philly Joe Jones, all analog mastering from the original tapes by Bernie Grumman, pressed on 180 gram vinyl at Quality Record Pressings. To just like give somebody a record like this, I mean, that's amazing. Wonderful. Just wonderful. I mean, I'm very excited to listen to this. I'm very excited to have this. I mean, I can't believe that you sent this along, man. Like, this is amazing. Like, this is... If you're not really into jazz, you should definitely check out this record. Any of these craft series or anything from Acoustic Sounds. I mean, like, these aren't super expensive records. I mean, not to like say that Chance like sent me a cheap record here, but like he sent me an extremely quality record here, and these are not going to break the bank for you. So if you're interested in jazz, I would definitely go check out this one or any from these craft series. And so this is very awesome. His VCLT rule number 2. Again, I got another autograph there from Concert Buddy. But once again, Chance, thank you so much, man. And, you know, you are one of the people too who has reached out to me and just emailed me just to see how I'm doing. You know, I didn't post a lot of videos coming up to the end of 2023. I got like kind of down in the dumps about a lot of things. I'm not going to bore everybody in the channel here about this, or maybe I'll talk about it again someday, but just the fact that you reach out, man, and just the fact that you care, and the fact that you try to like keep things very communal with like having live streams and podcasts and all these things, and you show up on other people's channels all the time, and you're constantly sending vinyl to people. I mean, it's just awesome, man. So definitely go and support Concert Buddy. He is the man. I'm going to go buy some Concert Buddy merch now so I can wear it on the channel here just so I can represent. But yeah, definitely go support Concert Buddy. And thank you again for this. I'm going to just keep saying it over and over again. An awesome rock record and an awesome jazz record, man. Like, thank you so much, Chance. I really can't thank you enough for it. Very cool. I'm going to actually hang this up somewhere. This is very cool. I think this is awesome. So the next one here is not actually Vinyl Community Love Train per se. I mean, I guess technically it is, but I have developed a very awesome relationship with Coal Mine Records, who, if you're not aware, is a very awesome soul funk, jazz, groove music label out of Ohio. And they are run by Terry Cole and some other folks, and they're just awesome. And so they produce lots of amazing records and, you know, record to tape and record to vinyl. And they're very into making quality vinyl and quality music and things like that. And so again, because of the support of this channel and because you guys watch these videos and because you've shared these videos with people and this stuff has gotten out there, it has gotten the attention of Coal Mine Records. And so now they have put me onto their promo list, which I am so unbelievably grateful for. First of all, back in the day, records were always pressed with promos. So when you're trying to find a lot of used records out there, going to find promo copies is kind of what you want to get because they're usually like hot off the press to be able to send out early to people to get the stuff onto the radio to listen to. That has kind of fallen off nowadays. You don't really get that. Now it's like what comes out is out. You don't really get a promo copy anymore. But Coal Mine has continued that little tradition. And so they make these white label promo editions that they send out to people, and it's not really like, you know, super official or anything. Like, I'm not paid by Coal Mine in any way, shape, or form. Like, they did not tell me to make this. They did not ask me to make this. Even in sending me these records, they've said to me, I don't have to review these. And I've gotten other ones and I haven't reviewed them yet, but I will because the music is awesome. And I'm just like, I'm super excited about this stuff because I really love Coal Mine Records and I really think that you should listen to Coal Mine Records. So I'm always going to push them on this channel and know that, but know that that like it's not really like a sponsorship thing, because I still buy all of the color limited editions of everything from them. They come out with like 400 or 500 of each of these releases in colored editions, and so I buy all of them each time the record comes out, even though they're sending me these awesome promo editions. So I'm very excited about this one here, and we're going to see what this is next. Hopefully that's what this is, because I sat here and talked about it for 5 minutes, and I'm assuming that's what it is, because I do actually have a pre-order in right now with Coal Mine Records for Brain Story and for 2 other records that I can't remember right now, right off the top of my head. I am very, very excited about this one, because this is a new release from Karma Chief Records. This is the new Ghost Funk Orchestra, a jazz funk space odyssey, a trip to the moon. Now, I'm bringing you on the inside here with these things because they send these awesome little promo write-ups here, which is just, I love these things. This is so cool that they send these, and these things are so awesome. I mean, this is marketing stuff, you know, like from the label. This is what the label wants, you know, people to know about. It gives you, like, for fans of Orion's Belt, Temples, the Alalas, Unknown Mortal Orchestra, Kruangbin, David Axelrod, Man or Astro Man. I've never even heard of them. The selling points, this is their 4th studio album from the Ghost Funk Orchestra. So I don't have all of the records from the Ghost Funk Orchestra, but I do have some of them, and they are sick. But they send cool stickers. Here it is. They put these awesome promotional copy, not for sale. That's really the only difference on the record, and it doesn't come in any kind of shrink wrap or anything like that. Beautiful gatefold. It's another thing, man. Coal Mine is doing awesome gatefolds on like pretty much all of their records, which is just great. And these gatefolds aren't like cheaper gatefolds. These are like really, really nice gatefold records. Look how thick the sleeve is, like super thick sleeves on these things. Again, these are pressed at Gotta Groove Records, so you get these awesome inner sleeves with them as well. I'm so privileged and thankful to be able to be a part of this program. Ghost Funk Orchestra is one of the earliest groups to record with Karma Chief Records and with Coal Mine Records. Like I said, this is their 4th record from them. Super awesome funk stuff. Again, if you're a fan of any of the groups that I mentioned earlier, including David Axelrod, you are going to love this record. I've not heard it yet. I have no idea what it sounds like. So I'm giving you what I think they're telling me it's going to sound like, but we'll give I'll try to definitely do a review on this later on. I have the color version of this on pre-order, and so we'll talk about that on a future video after I actually listen to the record and get into it a lot. It's kind of rare that I do these videos where I don't listen to the record first before I actually make the video, but I wanted to open this up for my birthday. So I'm very excited for this one. Very cool. Thank you again, Coal Mine, for putting me onto the program here with the promos and stuff like that. I'm very, very grateful for it. And again, I think it's because you guys are watching these videos and sharing them and liking them. So let's keep it all going. Let's get more people to know about the Ghost Funk Orchestra and about Coal Mine Records, and more awesome stuff like this will happen on the channel too. Yeah. I got to show this little sticker here. I know that this is a promo sticker from Turntable Lab, and it is just like basically a shameless ploy to get people to buy more vinyl records. But I will say, I mean, getting new vinyl makes me feel better. Like I've talked about a couple times on this video already, I had kind of like a downward spiral, if you will, at the end of last year, and I was not in a very good place. And it was for a number of reasons. One of them was really because I didn't know what I want to do with this channel, and I overthink things way too much with this channel, and I don't know if some of these things come off well or not. I don't ever want to come across as like I'm just some guy out there shilling stuff for people. That's absolutely not what this is about. And I really connected with another channel recently from Me, Myself, and Vinyl, where he was talking about like really being down in the dumps about vinyl. And like, it's kind of opposite to what this sticker is, which was like, he was getting way too much stuff and it was overwhelming him and he wasn't sure what to do about it all. And I gotta say, I mean, music to me is something that has always been a blessing and a cure in my life. It literally has funded my life. I currently work in a music company and I do things for music things, and I'm a musician. And so like I've made money with music, but I've also like music has really touched me in a profound way. And so that's why for me, when I buy new records, it makes me feel better. And when I get free records from people that they send to me, that makes me feel even better. And when it's even more than just somebody sending a free record to you, when there's a connection involved with someone in sending it, like what's been happening here with both Bowie and with Concert Buddy that I talked about before, and even with Coal Mine Records too. This next one here, though, is very special. I was excited to get this. I was excited that she sent this. First of all, I need to name her channel and stop like gabbing here the entire time. This is from Nadine at Soul Disco. You definitely need to go follow her channel. The links for both of these channels are in the description below, along with Coal Mine Records as well. But you got to go follow Nadine at Soul Disco. She is from Germany, and she has some videos that are only in German too, which have actually grown in a great way, which I'm so excited for her to see. And I wish I could speak German so I could watch all those videos, but I'll try to like get them translated or something like that. But she has reached out to me numerous times, along with Concert Buddy, but she's reached out to me numerous times just to see how I'm doing, just to ask how I am, which is really crazy to me because I have people in my life who I know that, you know, live here in the United States with me that I see on a daily basis that kind of don't really ask that of me or how I'm doing or even really kind of like, I don't want to say they don't care, but like, you know, there's a lot going on in people's lives, you know what I mean? And so like, we don't always ask people how they're feeling, you know what I mean? But the fact that this person in Germany, you know, and a quarter of the world away from me, you know what I mean? I'm in the Philadelphia area and she's in Germany, and she's reaching out to me just to ask me how I'm doing, just to see what I'm up to and, you know, how I'm feeling. And it really means so much. And so she was able to get me onto a live stream last year and we had a great time with it. I sent her the story of Zamrock Records from Vinyl Me Please, and she opened it on a previous video of hers, and she even cried on the video, which I was so touched by that she was, you know, that she was moved that much from getting something from me. So the fact that she sent me something along, the fact that she paid the money to come, you know, to have something shipped from Germany, you know, the fact that she has taken the time out of her life all the way around the world to like reach out to someone and see how they're doing is just absolutely amazing. So without further ado, let's open this awesome piece of vinyl because I have no idea what it is, and I'm sure it's something great because she's super into soul music and disco music and funk, and me and her have like such a great like connection in terms of like the same kind of music that we're into. She's always on these live streams also every Tuesday with Michael 45. They've been doing these great live streams with like original Blue Note stuff or original Fela Kuti records or original Library records was an awesome one that they recently did. You got to go check out those live streams every Tuesday on Michael 45. Check out Nadine hanging out with them. Hopefully I can get on there one time and hang out with those guys too. It looks like this arrived safely from Germany. And I can't believe the shipping from, I really wish the shipping from Europe was like a lot less. I mean, if it was, I would like be sending stuff to you guys all the time and also buying stuff from Europe all the time. Most of the stuff that I want comes from Europe. Okay, let's open this up here. I have no idea what this is. And we just talked about Fela Kuti, and we just talked about, this is awesome. I just said that she was on this awesome live stream talking about Fela Kuti records, and I am so excited for this. Wow. Now, the real question is, well, let's see what's going on here because, okay, first of all, this is Fela Kuti. If you're not familiar with who Fela Kuti is, he is an amazing Afrobeat artist. He basically is the Bob Marley of the Afrobeat genre. Like, how people refer to Bob Marley with reggae is kind of how Fela Kuti is with Afrobeat. And He has so many records. He has like 85 records out there. But this one is Na Poi, which cannot pronounce most of these albums. This is from 1976, and I actually do not have this one. I am very, very excited for this one. I've been buying a bunch of Fela Kuti records. I just got like 7 of them in. I was inspired to go out and get more Fela Kuti records from watching the Thomas Busk live stream with Michael 45. He has a wall of vinyl records, and he has like every one of these Fela Kuti records in original, absolute mint condition. Now, this is the repress from Knitting Factory Records, which you got to go out and get these. This is basically, if you want to get Fela Kuti records, you would go and get these Knitting Factory record ones. All of these Knitting Factory records come with these great inner sleeves with beautiful photos of Fela Kuti. Most of his records are usually just one track to a side. I was on the fence about getting this one. I've been going back and forth about like which other ones of these Fela Kuti records I wanted to get first. And so there were a few other ones that I got because they were 50th anniversary ones that have Obi strips. I'm going to make a whole video about these later. And so I'm extremely excited about this one. This is also another one that I've not listened to. I have a lot of Fela Kuti records that I had, on like digital for years. And so I've been into Fela Kuti for a really long time, but this is one that has slipped by me. So I'm very, very excited to have this. Thank you so much, Nadine, for sending this from Germany. I mean, like, that's freaking amazing. Like, to get vinyl sent to you from anywhere is amazing. But the fact that, you had to pay so much money to get it shipped here from Germany is just so, I'm so grateful. And I love your channel so much. And everybody needs to watch her channel. You guys need to go and subscribe to Nadine at Soul Disco. She is so awesome. And again, you have really inspired me to keep going and to keep doing this. Like your videos alone inspire me to keep doing this, but even just reaching out to me has been so awesome, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful to call you a friend. I'm so grateful to say that you're a friend of mine and that I have a friend all the way over in Germany, which is very cool. I can't thank you guys enough. This is just really, really cool. Vinyl is not cheap these days, and shipping is not cheap these days. So just sending things to people for free, and it really does lift people's spirits, and it makes people feel better. I mean, this is music, man. Like you're giving the gift of music to people. I mean, yes, these are vinyl records, and it is a cool vinyl copy with all of these cool inner sleeves and things like that. But like, really, it's about music. I'm going to go and listen to this, and I'm going to chill. My kids might listen to this, like who knows what this is going to inspire for things. So I think giving the gift of music is just something that everybody should do. Wow. So happy birthday to me, man. Like, I am so unbelievably grateful to all of the things that have transpired in this video, with getting free vinyl records sent to me from Germany, from getting, onto a promo list with a record label, from having 5,000 subscribers watch this channel. I mean, like, you have no idea how many times I have racked my brain about wanting to start a YouTube channel and whether or not I could think I could do it or anything. And to be honest with you, even to this day, it is still really, really hard for me. Like, it is still really hard sometimes to publish these videos and to get this stuff out there. But know that your support is what drives this. Like the more people that watch these things, the more I want to make these videos. Like, it's not for me an issue to edit these things or to put the production time in them. I love all that. That's the fun part of it, of marrying the two things that I love, which is music and video work and art and photography, and putting those things together. So know that when you subscribe to this channel, or if you share this video with people, or if you like this video, or if you comment on these videos, you are really the currency that is keeping this thing going. And so I cannot thank you enough for watching. I cannot thank the people enough who sent this vinyl to me. It's so expensive to ship vinyl across the country, across the world. It's so expensive to buy vinyl. I mean, like, vinyl records nowadays average at about $38 to $40. You know what I mean? So these people are just sending me records for free. I mean, Chance sent me 2 different packages for free, you know, and he didn't have to do that. And he knows he didn't have to do that either. He just wants to do it because he wants to reach out and make more of a community out there, which I think is so awesome about this vinyl community. It's so awesome that music is bringing all of us together in this way. This hobby, yes, we are obsessed sometimes about the sounds of the records and cleaning the records and what our stereos are like and all these things, but really at the end of the day, it's about the connection. It's about, you know, walking into a record store and meeting some guy who's going to tell you a story that, you know, you're going to never forget in your life. And it might inspire you to buy a record that, you know, could change your life, man. The music could change your life. It really, really can. And so I am grateful to these folks. I am grateful to you for watching these videos. Please share these videos with people and tell your friends about them and let others know about this channel. Let's try to keep this thing going. I hope to get onto more of these live streams. Like I said, I already did one with Concert Buddy on a podcast. Hopefully I didn't talk too much and ramble too much and make him have to edit too much. If he did have to edit too much, he can send it to me and I could edit for him if he needs to. But anyway, I am grateful for everyone who has ever watched a video that I've made here. It really does mean a lot to me. I definitely want to keep this going. These folks here and this video is kind of like an affirmation of that these guys have really pushed me along to keep this thing going into its 3rd year. And it's a very young channel. I know that there are channels out there that have been out there for 10 years and don't have 5,000 subscribers. So I really do appreciate this. You really should go out there and support other people from the vinyl community because it is hard to get out here and make these videos. It's not easy to pick these topics and to think about, you know, ways to say it and light it and you know, film it and do all these different things. But know that the people that try to do it, and they really do just care. I mean, I watch so many great videos out there of all these great channels, and they really just care about music. And that's what I think is the coolest part. And so I hopefully have some things lined up with Coal Mine Records that we've already been trying to do at the end of last year that we hopefully will get going for this year. So I'm very excited about what the future holds for this channel. I'm very excited for the friendships that I've made with the people on this channel, and I do hope to make more. Okay, so I think I've said enough. I'm gonna go listen to that Art Pepper record and chill. I will see you guys on the next one. So much cool, awesome new vinyl. I mean, this is fucking amazing.